All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another live New York session, and it is on Friday, April 21st, 2023. So before we get started, let's check the news here. And as we can see at 9:45, we are going to have some major news, the PMI news. So we're definitely going to watch out for that. So we're going to trade on gold again today. Looks like it might be a possible good setup. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn on the cheat code indicator and see if we got a signal or any chance of price buying up. And at this current price is signaling a cheat code buy, and it is sticking out the Bollinger Band. So it lets us know that the bears try to do a false move, and now it's kind of pushing price up and looks like it's retesting this area. So it's a possibility that price might be ready to go, but we'll see. So what we're going to do in this situation here is we are going to figure out what is the overall trend. So we see that a lot of previous lows have been broken. So we can clearly see that price is overall bearish. So we're going to draw a trend line here. And that's all we're going to do in this situation. We see a lot of breaker structure here, here, and here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead to 15-minute time frame. Now we're going to figure out what is the current trend, okay? So we can clearly see here that price did a swing here because there's highs that's been broken previously up to here. And it looks like up to here. So it looks like price is probably went a little bit bullish, but now we kind of see a break of structure here and a swing low here and a high here. So price might go short-term bullish and then probably sell down. So I'm ruling this as a price going overall bearish. Price look like it's rigging out this area. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the most recent break of structure. But before we do that, we're going to look at the cheat code indicator. We see that price kind of wicked out of this Bollinger Band here. So it looks like price might be doing a short-term buy, maybe wick out and then go down here. So that's what I'm going to look at. So now we're going to look at the most recent break of structure. And I see the most recent break of structure right here. If we zoom in a little bit more, you can clearly see that price swung here, went up, and then came down, broke the structure, and then went up. Now it's hitting this area. Now we do see that there was a swing low and price went up, pulled back. It looks like this high broke this high. So it's a possibility that price might be pushing up to go bullish, maybe kind of wiped out this high. So I'm going to actually change my bias and say that price is probably starting to go bullish at this point. So we're going to put our swing low here. Price broke structure here and wicked out up here. So then I want to label these here. Swing low. Structure. And then I take my fib and run it up to here. And you can see that price rejected at 50% of 61.80 here. So the price is probably going to try to wick out down at the bottom here. And then maybe come back up. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm just going to draw the golden zone here. We'll call this a buy zone. And so now, that's what we'll do. So then what we'll do at this point is we are going to turn on a cheat code indicator here. Because we see price retested the HMA here as well. So now price could be sticking out and it might do a counter trend sell. It might test this area, try to fake out and then go up. And that's what I'm kind of looking at. So what we're going to do is, let me erase this here. So we're going to go ahead and kind of set up our trade here. And I'm looking for price to at least buy up. Structure here. Somewhere like here. So then I'm looking, let's say price goes up here, I'm looking to get at least this much here. At least 400 something points of gold up to here. And then let me go ahead and label these here. CP down 500 plus points. And this is going to be CP2 100 points that they get to here. CP2. So now the very next thing that I'm going to do here is I'm gonna go ahead and set my alarms. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set my alarms and and then we'll take it from there. All right, so the 9:15 candle is closed. What I'm going to do is I want to see if this is faked out or the price going to continue to go up. Because clearly we're testing the HMA. But this might be the end of a move. So I wouldn't be surprised if price there's a counter trend sell and then possibly go up. That could happen. So I got my alert set. So it's possible that price would buy on up to here. And maybe go down. Now, it's a possibility that price could be retesting this area and maybe do a counter trend sell and then go up. So when the 9:30 candle hits, which is going to be in over 13 minutes, then we're going to basically sit and watch price action and watch for the fake outs. And then we're going to take it from there. Should be like that. All right, so it's 8:29. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in my buy stop order. Well, I might do the market execution actually. Let me go ahead and do that. I'm looking for a price to come down to this area, retest, fake out, and then push on up. That's what I'm gonna wait for. And let me put in the stop loss and take profit here. So I put in my stop loss and take profit. So now we got 10 seconds until this 9:30 candle closes. So let's see, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to strictly look at price action and see what price is going to be. That's what we're going to wait for. Be right back. Well, I might let it run for a little bit so we can kind of look at it. Now, if this candle turns into a momentum candle, then I'm not going to get in until after this, till the next candle. So I'm probably going to wait for the next candle to see exactly what price decides to do. So I might wait with the 9:45 candle. That's going to be good. Be right there. The light price is pushing up. So that's a lot of momentum. So I'm gonna probably stay in it. Like got this previous high. We might have made a mistake, but we'll see. We'll learn from this. So I'll pause this recording and we'll see if we did okay. If we end up in profit, great. If not, we'll continue to perfect the strategy and work on it. Be right back. We won the trade, guys. It hit my TP, made $42. Should have pushed my TP up a little bit more, but it's probably starting to fake out. It hit some structure up here. So this is probably the perfect TP. So we made $42. So we did it. Did a great job on this. So what I'm going to do is document these results, and then I'm going to share with you, and then we'll wrap up this live session and do a back testing session later. All right, so I just documented my results. I'm about to share them with you. Give me a second here. So this is of my live MVFX account. And as you can see, made $42.90 off of that. They charged $2.40 charge on trading gold. So that's how much we made on this trade. So now switch to the regular screen here. Looks like price drops. So we did a good job of entering out of here. The price bought up shortly. Now it looks like it's selling. It looks like it's trying to buy up against this zone. So I'm going to do a back testing session on exactly what we did, probably right now. But we did good on this trade. We have a cheat code sell, that's why price sold. A price retested the HMA, that's why I retested this area and pushed down up. So I am going to do a back testing session on this. All right. All right, so see you guys in the back testing session in a few minutes. Bye.